And hi out there. Hi, I'm really excited today. I have a book to read, and it's called The Day the Crayons Quit. And we'll read that in a minute. But when I started reading it, I started thinking about color. And so I wore all of my colorful stuff today and hung some colorful things behind me. And I started looking through my crayon box and I started reading the names of the colors. And I got excited because there's some names of the colors that I had no idea were in there. So I made up a little game and we're going to make mini stories from the names of the crayons in the box. And so we have to pick a character from the names of the colors. And in this crayon box, I have crayons that are named after animals. Like I have Timberwolf and Pink Flamingo and all kinds of things. So we have to figure out what our character is going to be. An animal from the names of the colors in the crayon box. We have to figure out when this story happened. And in my crayon box, I found crayons that said midnight, sunset, spring green. So we have to figure out when our mini story happened. And then I'm going to pull this back. And then I thought, oh, we have to figure out where the story happened. And I found crayons in my crayon box that said stuff like outer space. Can you believe it? There's a crayon that's named Outer Space, and Purple Mountain Majesty, and Desert Sand. And we'll get to those too. And then last of all, what were they doing? Were they looking for something to eat? In my crayon box, there was lots of crayons named after something to eat, like peach and cotton candy and neon carrot. Can you believe there's a color named neon carrot? So we're going to have to figure out what they were looking for to eat. So that's our mini story, and you get to choose. So, and you both can choose different animals. So I'm going to go through all of my characters that you can pick from that you want your mini story to be about. And you know, when we look at colors, we associate them with lots of different things. And every time I see sort of a mint green, I think, oh, I want a candy bar. But anyway, so here are our characters. And think which character that you want for your mini story. Do you want a Timberwolf? Timberwolf is kind of gray. Do you want to be a robin's egg? That's kind of blue. Do you want to be a beaver? That's kind of brown. So Timberwolf, robin's egg, beaver. How about a piggy pink? I like that one. A pig. Or let's see, I did a beaver. Oh, and I got Fuzzy Wuzzy. And there's a poem called Fuzzy Wuzzy Was a Bear. Are you thinking which one you want to be? Okay, Pink Flamingo and Canary and Inchworm. So have you decided yet? Cool. All right, so I'll put the rest of those away. So we have Inchworm and Robin's Egg. Okay, let's figure out when, and you can choose, and you can both choose the same if you want to. Do you want your story to happen at midnight, which is a dark purple? Do you want your story to happen at sunset, which is kind of orange, or just general in the spring, spring green? What do you think? You get to choose. What do you think?
First one.
Oh, the first one, midnight? Okay, so Ronan the Inchworm wanted midnight. Okay. And how about you, Hazel? You can do midnight too if you want, but we also have sunset and we also have spring.
Sunset? Sunset?
Sunset! All right. Okay. So let's begin to tell the story, and we'll choose the other ones as we go along. Okay, so once upon a time, there was, where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, there was an inchworm and a robin's egg an inchworm and a robin's egg. And let's see, the inchworm was crawling around at midnight. And the robin's egg was hatching at sunset. How about that? Whoa, an inchworm crawling around at midnight and a robin's egg hatching at sunset. Wow, this is a really cool mini story so far. 2 mini stories right here. So then let's see, where are they? Crawling around at midnight, hatching at sunset. But where were they? Where do you think they would be? Would they be in, you have to pick another one. You have to pick, like, see, outer space. That's this color, sort of a dark, dark, deep color. Are they in outer space? Are they in the Pacific Ocean? Look at that pretty color. Outer space, Pacific Ocean.
First one.
You want outer space? Anybody else want outer space? What about,
Hazel wants outer space too, please.
both of you guys want outer space? Oh, that's my favorite. Okay, so that's really cool. So we have an inchworm crawling around at midnight in outer space, and we have a robin's egg hatching out at sunset in outer space. Oh my gosh. And you know, it takes a lot of energy to crawl around at midnight or to hatch out at sunset. And so the inchworm and the robin's egg and the robin, the little baby robin that hatched out of the robin's egg, got really hungry. What do you think they would like to eat? So in my crayon box, I found some funny things that they might like to eat. So I've got a Granny Smith apple. I've got a neon carrot. I've got macaroni and cheese. I've got banana mania. Okay. Oh, I have electric lime. I like that one. And I have cotton candy. Let's see. Oh, razzleberry jam. Any takers on those?
Mac and cheese.
What?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese. Okay. Any other takers out there for some of those other ones? Neon carrot, banana mania, electric lime. I need one more choice. I didn't hear that one.
Apple.
Oh, Granny Smith apple. So we've got mac and cheese and Granny Smith apple. So let's take a look at our 2 mini stories. Okay, so we've got an inchworm crawling around at midnight, right in outer space, looking for a Granny Smith apple. I hope they found it. All right, so now we have a robin's egg hatching at sunset in outer space, and that little robin is looking for some mac and cheese. How about that? That's really exciting. I love those mini stories. In fact, I love those mini stories so much. I found another crayon to describe how those made-up stories make me feel, and it's called Tickle Me Pink. It tickles me pink and makes me laugh. So those are our mini stories, and I think now it's time to read our book after those great mini stories that you all helped me out with. I love inchworms and I love robin's eggs. And so I'm going to change the camera so you can all see the pictures in the book. Here's our table time camera. There we go. Okay. Oops, I must have moved it. There we go. Oh, this book is called The Day The Crayons Quit, and the author's name is Drew DeWalt. Look at all those crayons. They look like the crayons in my box. And look at all those crayons. Wow. I'm so excited that I have a box of 64 crayons, but when I was looking for names of crayons, I found out you can get a whole box of 120. I don't know what I'd do with 120 crayons. Whoa, there is the book. The Day the Crayons Quit. Okay. One day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons, but instead of his crayons, he found a stack of letters with his name on them. Look, they all say to Duncan, and they're all written in crayon, and they're all tied up with a nice piece of cord there. Wonder what that's all about. Somebody sent Duncan some messages. Oh, letters written in crayon. Well, let's find out what this first letter says. Oh, I like the picture over here. That looks like a fire engine. That looks like Santa. That looks like hearts, apples, lots of cool stuff. Oh, this is from Red Crayon. What does Red Crayon say? It says, "Hey, Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of your other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out coloring fire engines and apples and strawberries and everything else that's red. And I even have to work on holidays. I have to color all the Santas and all the hearts on Valentine's Day. Ah, I need a rest. Your overworked friend, Red Crayon." Oh, wow. You know, I've kind of noticed that my red crayon in my crayon box was shorter than all the rest of them. Maybe that's why. There's just so many things to color that are red. They're just too cool. Oh, purple, 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 purple. Oh, and another letter. Let's see, there's the letter from Purple Crayon. "Dear Duncan, all right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes and dragons and wizards and hats, but it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon." Oh man, well look, there's a dragon and a wizard. Whoa, a fire-breathing dragon. But you know what? I don't understand why Purple Crayon is so upset about Duncan coloring outside the lines. I think I'm gonna write a letter to Purple Crayon. And I'm gonna say, "Hey, Purple Crayon, I need your help to understand why you're so upset about Duncan coloring outside the lines. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes we get excited when we color. Sometimes we get mad when we color. Sometimes we're just exploring things when we color. So if purple crayons get outside the lines just a little bit, it seems to me that that's okay." That's my letter to Purple Crayon. "Hey, Purple Crayon, just chill." Okay, let's see who's gonna write to Duncan next. Whoa. He looks kind of sad, doesn't he? I wonder why. Let's see. Oh, it's from Beige Crayon. Beige is kind of tanny brown. Let's find out what Beige says. "Dear Duncan, I'm tired of being called light brown or dark tan because I am neither. I am beige and I'm really proud." He looks sad. I don't know why he said he's proud. "But I'm also tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crayon. It's not fair that Brown gets all the bears and the ponies and the puppies. Well, only things that I get to color are turkey dinners and wheat. And let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a kid really excited about coloring wheat?" I like wheat. Oh, poor Beige. Poor Beige Crayon, so he quit. Let's see. Oh, I like this picture. I think this letter is from Gray. Yeah, it is, because look, there's a gray elephant, there's a gray hippopotamus, a gray rhinoceros, I think. Whoa, what does Gray have to say? Duncan, Gray Crayon here. You're killing me. I know you love elephants, and I know that elephants are gray, and elephants are really big, and that's a lot to color by myself. A whole elephant for Gray Crayon. And don't get me started on the things like rhinos and hippos and humpback whales. You know how tired I am after coloring all of those? Such big animals. Baby penguins are gray, and so are tiny rocks and pebbles. Look at all those tiny rocks and pebbles. Why don't you give me a break sometime? You're very tired, friend. Gray Crayon. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this next. Oh, this is a crazy one. I only see like 2 eyes and a nose. And over here, I just see some dots. What does this letter say? Oh, they had to write on black paper. I bet you this is from white crayon. What do you think? Yeah, okay. It says, "Dear Duncan, you color with me, but why? Most of the time, I'm the same color as the page you are using. White. If I didn't have a black outline, you wouldn't even know I was there. I'm not even in the rainbow, and I'm only used to color snow and fill in empty space between other things, and it leaves me feeling feeling empty. We need to talk. Your empty friend, White." That's true. If you try to color a white cat on a white piece of paper, you only get the face. Poor white crayon. Oh dear. Here we go. Oh, so that was white. Look at black. That's interesting. A black rainbow. I think that's a rainbow. Could that be a black beach ball? Maybe so. Okay, well, what does black say? "Hi, Duncan. I hate being used to draw the outline of things that are colored in by other colors, all of which think they're brighter than me. It's not fair when you use me to draw a nice beach ball and then fill in the colors of the ball with all the other crayons. How about a black beach ball sometime? Is that too much to ask? Your friend, Black Crayon." Yeah, a black beach ball. Well, it would be easy to find on the beach. I don't know. Maybe. Who else is going to write to Duncan? Oh, green. I like green. "Dear Duncan, as your green crayon, I'm writing for 2 reasons. To say that I like my work a lot. Loads of crocodiles, trees, and dinosaurs and frogs I get to color. I have no problem and wish to congratulate you on very successful coloring things green in your career so far. The second reason I write to you is my friend Yellow Crayon and Orange Crayon, who are no longer speaking to each other." Oh, okay. Well, I see the dinosaurs, and I see all the green crocodiles and green leaves on trees, and the frogs and the bugs. But yellow and orange? They're not speaking to each other? Uh-oh. Both crayons feel that they should be the color of the sun. Please settle this soon because they're driving the rest of us crazy. Your happy friend, Green Crayon. I wonder what's up with orange and yellow. Let's turn the page and find out. Uh-oh. Let's see. "Dear Duncan, Yellow Crayon here. I need you to tell Orange Crayon that I am the color that I am the color of the sun." I would tell him, but we're no longer speaking, and I can prove that I'm the color of the sun because last Tuesday you used me to color the sun in your Happy Farm coloring book. In case you had forgotten, I'm on page 7. You can't miss me. I'm shining down brilliantly on a field of yellow corn. Your pal and the real color of the sun, Yellow Crayon. Oh, orange over here doesn't look very happy. Let's turn the page. Uh-oh. Letter from Orange Crayon. "Dear Duncan, I see Yellow Crayon already talked to you about this. The big whiner. Anyway, could you please tell Mr. Tattletale that he is not the color of the sun? I would, but I'm no longer speaking to him, and we both know I'm clearly the color of the sun because on Thursday you used me to color the sun, both on the Monkey Island in the Meet the Zookeeper and Day at the Zoo coloring book. Aren't you glad I'm here? Ha! That's that's a joke. Aren't you glad? Orange. Your pal, Orange Crayon. Oh, there's the sun there. And back here, colored it yellow. Well, sometimes I think the sun is different colors. When I look in the sky, that's what I see. So that's not a problem. Oh, blue. Oh, Duncan in the blue crayon. Dear Duncan, it has been great being your favorite color this past year and the year before and the year before that. I really have enjoyed all the oceans, lakes, and rivers and raindrops and rain clouds and clear skies. But bad news is that I am short and stubby. I can't even see over the railing of the crayon box anymore. I need a break. Your stubby friend. Oh, look how little he is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he is stubby. You know, when you take a look at the crayon there, he got really short coloring all that blue stuff. Wow! Oh, pink. Oh, pink. Pink, 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 pink. This might be the last page. I don't know. Duncan, okay. Listen here, kid. You have not used me once in the past year. Is it because you think that I'm a fancy color? Speaking of which, please tell your little sister that I think she did a very good job using me to color her little princess coloring book. Whoa, cool. I think she did a fabulous job. Now, back to us. Could you please use me sometime to color an occasional pink dinosaur or a monster or a cowboy? They can all use a little splash of color. Your friend, Pink Crayon. You know what? And I can think of some more things that are pink, like cotton candy and strawberry milkshakes, and maybe even the inside of a shark's mouth. That would be really cool to use pink crayon for. I can think of lots of things. Whoa, okay. Whoa, there's all the letters. That was the last one. Well, poor Duncan wanted to color, and of course he wanted his crayons to be happy. And that gave him an idea. Look at all the letters that he had to read. Whoa. Oh, cool. Look at this. When Duncan showed his teacher his new picture, she gave him an A for coloring. Oh, look, now you can see the white cat because he's swimming in the green ocean. And the hippo over here is blue. And the airplane over there is pink. And there's a blue wizard and a green monkey and an orange whale. Wow. Oh, brown bear, purple horse, purple frog. I love it. And that is the end of our story. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to iron some crayons. And we're going to use an iron. And so you're going to need an adult to help you with the hot iron. But, you know, crayons are made out of wax and they can melt. So I have some old crayons here. You know, sometimes they get peeled off and sometimes they break. So you have a lot of old crayons. And I have a carrot peeler. And I have some wax paper. And I have some paper towel. And I have a piece of cardboard. And this could be cereal cardboard, but this is so I can put it down on the surface and not melt my table. So I'm going to back up here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And I just turned on my iron, and that can get hot while we're waiting to iron our crayons. We're going to melt some crayons in some wax paper. And they spread all around, and they look really pretty, and the colors combine. So the first thing we're going to do is pull off one sheet of wax paper, like so, and put it down on a cardboard. See that? Ta-da. And then what you do is you take your old crayon, any color that you want, and you use your carrot scraper and just scrape pieces of wax all over your wax paper. So I'm just scraping off, just like I'd scrape off a carrot. So I did a little orange, and you can't see that, but there, see, I got some some orange carrot, neon carrot shavings right there. And I think I will try some purple, good old purple crayon, want us to color in the lines, but don't always have to, especially if you're not doing a coloring book. You can just draw whatever you want. Okay, there we go. Da-da-da-da-da. Purple, did some purple. Oh, I think maybe I'll do some red. I hope you can do this along with me. Just so that you can also use a cheese grater if you happen to have that. Oh, I love colors. And so I'm getting little pieces of crayon all over my wax paper while my iron is heating up. Wow, this is gonna look really good, but I think I need something lighter. How about a little yellow? You can pick and choose what colors you like, and if you have a pink one, of course, pink crayon would be very happy to be used in something like this. So I'm gonna hold my wax paper up to the screen so you can see a little closer to see what's happening. There we go. Whoa, it's looking good, don't you think? What color haven't I used in here? Oh, I have some brown. Oh, and I have some green. So I'll put a little bit of brown, maybe over in one spot, all the way over here. Wow, how are you guys doing? I hope you can do this. And I did a little brown. Oh, and I do have some green. So green is nice and bright. Forest green, pine green, dinosaur green, snake green. I'm gonna put a bunch right here. All these little tiny shavings. Oh, this is looking good. Okay, well, I think that's probably enough. And you can always do another one of these. If you do one and you don't like the way it turned out, you can always do it some more. So now the next thing you do is you take a little bit of wax paper and put it over the top of all of those shavings, just like this. Now, good. So I put wax paper on the bottom to catch all my shavings, wax paper on the top, but you don't want to put your iron right on top of the wax paper because then all of that junk will get onto your iron and that's no good. So get a bunch of paper towel and put it over your wax paper, and I've got a double piece there and it didn't cover it all, so I need some more wax paper. Make sure all your wax paper is covered so that when you iron it with your iron, you're not getting all that wax on your iron. Okay, so there it is, all covered up. And let's see if my iron is hot. Oh, yep, it is. And this is where you might need a little help from an adult, or if you can carefully do it, if that's okay, you can go down like this and iron and iron and iron and iron over your paper towel. Make sure you're not getting any of this on your wax paper, because then you won't be able to iron your clothes. Okay, so here we go, all around, and I'm gonna peek to see if it's doing anything. Whoa, I think I need my iron hotter. Anyway, so I'm gonna hold it in one spot and see what happens. Heat melts wax crayons and the wax on the wax paper. And here we go. I'm gonna peek again in a second because I really want it to turn out all smushy and swirly and all the colors mixed together. Maybe it will. Whoa. Oh, yeah. It's getting there. Okay, I'm gonna hold it down right there, right in the middle. I turned up the heat on my iron way high. So I hope I'm not scorching my paper towel. That is a possibility. You can always use a dish towel too for this. Oh boy. Now I think I'm gonna look. All right. I'm going to count to 10 and then I'm going to pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, that's hot. 10, 11. That was 11. Okay, time to look. All right, I'm going to put my iron down and turn it off. Ooh, that's too hot to put on my tablecloth. Uh-oh. All right, so that did get really hot. Okay. Whoa, check it out. All my crayon got all melted in there. And it's kind of like you could use it now. Of course, the wax paper is all melted together, so this won't come apart. And the crayon shavings won't fall apart and fall out. And what you could do is cut out a shape if you like and hang it in your window so the light shines through it and you have a sun catcher. But yeah, you could cut any shape you want on there and attach a little string and there you go. Oh, hey, yours turned out really good. Look at that. Wow, I can see a picture of yours now. Yours turned out better than mine. Your colors mushed together. Mine are little specks. We all turned out different, but they all turned out good. All right. It's always nice to see how your projects turned out. Thanks for showing me. All right, so that is story time for today. Hope you had some fun listening and making up your own mini story. I love the inchworm and the robin's egg.
Thank you, Hazel.
Today. Thanks for joining us on Storytime. I saw something I had never ever seen before. And here's where you get to make a choice. Was it a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex? And I'm just gonna stick some pine cones in my box and then the fun starts. I just start rolling them around. The air rushing out of the balloon is gonna push that balloon up. So let's see what happens. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. So that's how rockets kind of work. We are going to build 2 different kinds of rockets today. Put the cork on as fast as you can. Set it down and wait. Woo! All right.